Everybody please rise and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If anybody has cell phones, please silence them at this time. All right. We have 3 members present and we have 2 on Zoom. So we are good to go and all members can vote. All right. Like to, before we get started, because I know we have 2 members that may have to depart us, is to approve the fire department election results. Did everybody see that? For fire chief 561, it's Nate Stockwin. Deputy Chief 562, Jason Lawrence. First Assistant Chief 563, Jeremy Barber. Second Assistant Chief 564, Chris Romano. President is Doug Van Etten. Vice President is Gabe Fidel. Secretary is Richard Elmer Sr. Treasurer is Randy McKay. People for the captain of 1 is Chad Wakula. Captain 2 is Tyler Conrad. Captain 3 is Brian Ponicello. Captain 4 is Brendan. What was that? Lahamadou. Lieutenant 1, Mike Hobart. Lieutenant 2, Mike Gates. Rescue Captain Joe Congdon. And Rescue Lieutenant Brennan Clune. So I would like a motion to approve all except for Brennan Clune. Can I have such motion?
I'm gonna make a motion to approve all fire department elected officials with the exception of Brendan Flynn.
Second? Second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None heard?
Now I'd like to make a second motion to approve the election of Brendan Flynn.
Brennan, sorry.
Excuse me. My father was Brendan.
Oh.
Brendan Clune.
I can't, okay, go ahead.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
I have to recuse myself since I am related to him, so. All right, second thing I want to start with is the EV station replacement strategy while we still have both Mike and Liz. Liz, thank you for bringing this forward. So what I'm definitely looking for tonight is, and we will have copies if anybody, well, some of the copies, is that there is a grant, but it ends on April 22nd. So we would be looking to approve. Well, Liz, I'll let you go ahead and talk about it. Do you have anything?
Yeah. Yeah, that specific grant that ends on April 22nd is for any electrical work that would need to be done in the upgrade process. And so NYSEG will not be, it's specifically for NYSEG and it will not be renewed. Like this is the end forever of any sort of funding. And I believe it can be up to 4,000. It could support kind of up to, I believe, 4,000, 4,500 or so in the costs or in potential costs for electrical work.
So on top of that, we did get in touch with EV Connect. Looked through that, good conversations, and we can charge a pricing structure on that, correct? So
yes.
we looking to, if it's safe to, we didn't see if they could open up that one port, did they?
I think that was what they said, but that's something we can confirm.
Okay.
We would need the power restored to that one port to be able to confirm that they can turn it on.
All right. So, Fran, I don't know if we need a resolution to looking to have a resolution to reopen the one port conditional upon being able to implement the pricing structure. And they said they could do that. So I will make a motion to reopen the one port conditional upon implementing a pricing structure.
Second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? None heard, carried. Resolution, or the next option would be to submit, direct, Dan, our village clerk, to submit an application before the April 22nd deadline, for repair, rip or replace. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
None heard. All right. So I think those are the two. I know there was another one in here you had, Liz, for,
I think it was looking into like the NYSERDA or, whether we need to do something about a specific plan, but I think we can wait until we have our next call with EV Connect. It was more the NYSEG specific deadline.
I would like to do that. Let's hold off on that third phase until we get through our first two phases.
But my hope is we will get a lot of information about usage by reopening this one port with a charge, with a user fee, because now we can kind of see how people use it, who uses it, which I think will help a lot for the next part.
Right. And so what we'll be doing so the residents know, is we're going to be charging a fee moving forward. So this will not be subsidized by the village. Additionally, what we're looking to is when we repair or replace this one, to implement a charge structure so that it will pay for itself and then pay for future maintenance, and perhaps provide a little bit of a dividend for the village as well. But more to follow on that. Okay. Liz and Mike, I know you guys did a lot of good work on this. Do you have anything else you want to add before we move on?
The grant that the deadline's coming up, I believe not only will pay for electrical work, but also the pad, redoing the cement pad and bollards. So that's why it's important to get that one in.
Absolutely.
We need an additional vote to pursue the grant.
No, that we already did. Yeah, that's part of it. So, all right. Now we got those two things. So if for whatever reason we lose Mike and Liz, we can still move forward.
I'm here, but I'm going to turn off my camera, but I'm here. So,
Okay. All right, next up is to approve the minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes for the March 24th meeting.
Okay. Any other discussion?
Yes. Oh, I would just like to amend the minutes by adding an S to James Street on page 2 and strike the media questions section on page 5. Sydney and oh shoot, here the last meeting.
So we lost you for a second there, Mike. James Street add an S. What was the second thing?
The second one is strike the section on media questions on page 5.
Okay.
Lily was here, but there were no other representatives from the media.
Got it. All right. So amended, all in favor, say aye.
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 Jeff Hughes,
No, that's what I was saying to.
Yeah.
Replace
Striking it.
both, strike them both.
wasn't Jack here?
Mm,
I think he said we're over there before.
Lily, was Jack here? No, I don't think he was.
No, Jack was not here.
Back when I'm here,
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure last time, because the
Was
city
it?
meetings and the village meetings, well, that we was on the same jacket, so I was on that.
Yeah, I was at the town meeting the other day and I sat with Jack, so I know he was there for that and I couldn't remember otherwise. All right. Can I get a motion to pay the bills?
A motion to authorize the payment of the bills from the A fund vouchers number 92 through 164 in the amount of $58,624.61. From the F and G Fund, vouchers number 26 through 54 in the amount of $16,156.49. And from the T and A Fund, vouchers numbers 6 through 8 in the amount of $1,259.36.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, carried. All right. Reports on offices. We have the codes report. And I would like to say welcome back to Kevin. And Adam has done and continues to do a great job, but I know he'd like to focus on fire inspections.
Make the motion to accept the codes.
Any other discussion on codes? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None heard, carried. Next up is the fire department. This also includes their annual report. So you've got a whole lot of information from all the different chiefs, as well as the president and fire police.
I'd like to make the motion to accept the report, but I do have one question.
Shoot. Oh, hold on.
Yep.
We'll do the second. Can I get a second?
Second.
Discussion. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, so I noticed on the report there were no reported injuries for the year. I seem to recall someone was injured during the fire at 35 James Street. I just wanted clarification.
All right, so that what you're seeing is the monthly breakdown for March. I give the year report in January for the breakdown of the year, but our fiscal year ends and our reporting system used to start April 1st, so we just kept it for now. So that's why you don't see it on that, but it will be there.
All right, I'm satisfied. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. I would like to take this moment to say thank you to the entire command team for the fire department. They have been excellent this past year, as they continue to set high standards of conduct. And I can't express how proud I am of them and grateful that we have them in our village. All right, any other discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, carried. And if you haven't already RSVP'd for the election dinner, too late. All right.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks. Jay or Doug, do you guys have anything to add?
Oh, I just want to say this is my last meeting as fire chief. Nate takes over that night, so I just appreciate the support of the board. I'm stepping away to take time to spend with my daughter. She's 3 and she's hold on.
All right.
I think he's gotta go. It's more
Yeah.
than working.
Yeah.
I don't have to go. I'm waiting for the call to go out.
Oh,
While he's waiting, Mayor, I appreciate you recognizing Jay. I would echo those sentiments, and we'll make sure we pass along to the rest of the membership your gratitude and appreciation. Thank you for sharing that tonight.
thank you. I'll
Yep.
see you guys all in April in the election dinner.
I just wanted to thank the board for the support throughout the 3 years as fire chief. I couldn't have done without the backing of you guys and my command staff, and even Tim as he sits over there and scratches his head. He was a big help too. So I just want to say thank you. You made it easy on me, and I wish things were a little different, but I'm excited to carry the most important role in my life, and that's father. So thank you.
Yep. Absolutely.
Thank
All
you.
right. Moving on, we've got the police department. Chief, anything you wanna add?
No, it's just been a pleasure working with Chief Riley the last 2 years.
I have a question. in the following security cameras.
Mhm.
Being a new trustee, I guess I don't understand that they were working on it, why was it closed and they ran out of money or how, what happened with the security cameras that they were putting up in June 2025. That says it was closed, that was closed as completed in January 10th of 2025 when they weren't up.
So some of them were put up and then we got overcome by other things. We didn't have funds available to pay for them. And then the grant, I believe that's when the grant closed, wasn't it?
Long, year-long project had to close because it was mostly LEDs. Lights, was some cameras, was some Wi-Fi at the time, that was mixed, so many different projects were bandied about. Things were purchased and then stored. Cameras, I don't think they weren't put up. Right, but also there's the locations that was debating that National Grid had issues with and things like that, so the board and police department were debating where to actually put things. And was that ever, was that it, the new locations? Yeah, new locations after the grants. Yes.
So there was a combination of things on that, Tim, but we are, Chief Pittman's looking at some other funding sources so that we can get those cameras up. Okay.
Yeah, it was, I mean, just. Don't want it to be a dead issue if you got cameras sitting in a storeroom somewhere, but been there for 2 years. Be outdated by the time we get them up. I don't wait till these society goes. Okay. Just.
Chief, do you have anything you wanna? Oh, okay. All right, can I get a motion for the police department?
Motion to accept the board.
Second it.
Any other discussion? Was that Liz?
No, I opened my mic to say aye, but
Oh, okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, none heard, carried. Recreation. Does anybody have anything for chief before he goes? Nope. All right,
Oh, I should have mentioned open house on Saturday, 10 to 2, dedication ceremony at 10 o'clock on Saturday.
Yep.
Good outstairs.
so if you guys wanna check out the new, where the police station's gonna be, the new digs.
Yeah,
Be here on Saturday.
City's not gonna help.
My room ready?
Be there.
Was that?
You said I had a room already down there, so I was wondering if it was ready.
All right, have a good night, chief. All right, rec department.
Hey, Pat, did we skip DPW or did I miss it?
Oh, DPW, yes, we did skip DPW, thank you.
No problem.
DPW. All right,
Make the most of stuff that
can I get a second? All
Second.
right. Discussion, one of the things I want to point out was, that's not on here is, Bill and I marked out the locations for replacement trees on the green. They're gonna
Saw
be
that.
they're slower growing, but they're gonna last longer. And they're also gonna be planted further back from the sidewalk to mitigate sidewalk upheaval and also allow for the vendors when we have Holiday and Homer and those other events to have their slots, the 10 by 10 area without having a tree in the middle of it.
Right.
What's holding us up is it requires First Religious Society approval because they own the green and any new trees has to be approved by them.
I'm gonna take the heat off Andrew. When the young kids asked if they could pick the cones up, he said yes, they picked up the cones and your stakes. So
Yes.
I'm taking the heat off Andrew, please, after these 300.
Yeah.
It was a great boundary, but the kids
Yeah.
over his hand, this stuff, and going, Andrew, it's on you.
Yeah,
So, he actually picked it up.
we'll get those back out. That's all good. All right. All in favor, say any other discussion? DPW is keeping busy. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, carried. All right, now we got rec. Andrew, what you got for us?
Everything that's on the report, we're full speed ahead for spring and summer. I wanted to thank the police department, fire department, and trustee Maxon for their support at the Easter egg hunt. It was quite a turnout, went off without a hitch. We went with the church bell and it worked seamlessly. 2 bunnies this year.
I saw that.
Seemed to be a big hit. Everybody appreciated more photo ops. I did want to note that as per the rec department discussion, the adult 50+ outing, there is no differentiation with the resident and non-resident fee. Phone calls, emails, discussions at the senior group, it seemed like the right choice to eliminate that for that group, because getting a phone call from a 65-year-old woman that wants to take her 88-year-old father, and we live here and we've always been. So we just, as per our discussion, we decided not to do it for this program.
Good call, Andrew. All right,
Summer sponsors are coming in. There's more to be added. I applied for a grant with the community. I call them the Cornducky Derby Group. And we should have some money coming from the county also shortly.
so I'm just gonna read some of the sponsors, because Guthrie is a movie night series sponsor. Bob's Barbecue is a music series sponsor. Bailey Place Insurance is a basketball league sponsor. Graph Tex is a basketball league sponsor. Bernard's of Cortland is a camp sponsor. The Homer Business Association, the HBA, is both a music series and movie series sponsorships. So I really want to say thank you to all those organizations, especially as we're going through these fiscal times, and they are really stepping up to keep our community and our rec programs for our kids going strong. So thank you to all of them. And what else? Anything else, Andrew?
Make the motion accept the report as read.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Any other discussion?
Just want to say, Andrew, awesome job lining up all the sponsors. That is so awesome.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard? Okay. Water and sewer.
Make the motion accept the lead roll.
Okay. Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? None heard? Water and sewer carried.
Mr. Mayor, can I, at this time add in beautification committee report with this?
No. Because I already said she was gonna be on privilege of the floor, and we are up to privilege of the floor. So. Yeah. So at this time, I would like to, have we introduced you yet, Lindsay? So at this time, I would like to introduce our new chair of the Village Beautification Commission, Lindsay. So if you would come forward.
Pat, do you want to finish water and sewer before we do that? Or do you want to do beautification?
What else do we have on water and sewer?
Did we vote on it and I missed it?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Okay, keep
I
going.
thought you were doing hand signals, so
All good, all good.
Do you want to come up here and?
Come on, Matt. Have a seat here, then you're on camera.
Yeah, that way everybody gets to see you. They see Andrew enough.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lindsay Van Hubert. I volunteered to be the chair for the beautification committee. I did send a report over to Dan. It's just a quick overview of what I've been doing. There was a 3-year hiatus with the, it was formerly known as the Beautification Commission. So I am rebuilding the committee slowly. We have 3 volunteers already. We met, Mayor Clune and Trustee Maxon and I met with Arnold Flores, who does our flowers, the hanging baskets and the boxes. I had a good discussion with them. We created a fertilizing schedule and a water schedule for the hanging baskets and boxes. And I have a few projects lined up. 2 new initiatives that I've spoken to with Mayor Clune and Trustee Maxon is a seasonal community update to the town of Homer News, or the Homer News. Just letting everyone know what our projects are and what our future projects are, if we need any volunteer help, anything with that. Another one that I'm part of the Homer Garden Club as well. A fellow garden club member brought up to me an idea of having a beautification award. So one resident a year, we award that they have an outstanding house and yard that just really like elevate the village and make it a beautiful place to live. So that's something we would like to roll out mid-June to July, when, you know, flowers are in bloom and everyone's houses look the best. So those are two of the biggest things right now. More to come.
Very excited. So thank you, Lindsay. Does anybody have any questions for our beautification chair? Okay. I would entertain a motion to accept the beautification committee report.
Make that motion.
I have a second.
Second.
Didn't beat you to it.
You can second it.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Oh, one question, are you still looking for more volunteers?
Absolutely.
Super.
Happy to help. Anyone who wants to help, we're welcome.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard. Thank you very much, Lindsay.
Absolutely. Thank you for your opportunity.
Thank you too. So let's see, do I? I think the rest I will hit at the end. All right, anybody else for privilege of the floor? We'll hit you guys up with the media questions at the end. All right. At this point, we're gonna go under old business grants update, and as you guys can see in your handouts, the Appalachian Regional Commission, of which we are a part of. I could not attend, and Dan graciously attended on behalf of the village, and he's gonna give us a quick overview of what he learned. And I'm really excited about this.
Well, there's plenty of information in the packets. That's probably from 3 different sources, just kind of steering to where I think would best maximize the village efforts with regards to the funding that they have. Appalachian Regional Commission started in the mid-60s by act of Congress, goes all the way down to the near deep south, and to where actually, if you look at the county map that's in there, Cortland County is at the tippy top of this group. And it's also, you see the different colors there of all those counties. There's various economic designations. Cortland County is called transitional, and that means 50-50. So any grant funding that we have, it's 50 on us, 50 on them. I know we disliked some of our 50-50 grants in the past, but this actually could work out in a way that we would maximize different grants that we're using. And the one that I'm thinking mostly of is our DRI projects. We already have a DRI project for $300K for marketing. And of course, we have the $1 million+ for the festival grounds and things of that nature. And the ARC likes to be the funding of last resort. So if you put together public-private partnerships, you've already had grant funding on the line, you've already budgeted some funding of your own, and that's what they like to see. And they also like to see that anything that you're going to do, and I recommend that we look into cultural and historical tourism funding lines that they have, that it has to be tied to an economic bottom line. What, all the various projects you did, all the various marketing you did, are there jobs involved? Are you bringing dollars into your downtown, into your community? Those are the kind of milestones they want to see. And so I think I sent out earlier to all the trustees, I don't know if everyone has had a chance to see it, a document that was created during the DII process, which is the strategic investment package plan. Sorry, thank you. And that's a 100+ page document, outlines many different things that speak to the cultural and historical tourism bent that one of our DRI projects represent. So I think with the board's blessing, I think we'd like to submit applications to the ARC and tie some of our DRI projects to that funding, and also put together, different partners. So for the arts, I've already talked to the village historian. He's very hell-bent on trying to do his part, which is great. And I think it's could be a great thing. Things we talked about You know, we've talked about the festival grounds, community building, you know, we wanna maybe get rid of that one, maybe get a bigger one put in place. You know, put it in place, Center for the Arts maybe helps out with some kind of things that they're doing with the Little White Church, so there'll be things they could do there. Also, but also could be the things the community building does already, but you know, call it the Carpenter Center, you know, for Martin and other things like that. So there's, as long as we have this through line of various projects we have an overall vision, which is already outlined in that DRI document, and we can expand upon it. I think we have a good shot of doing some things, because the historical cultural tourism, it's these breakout sessions that they had, that I went to, I talked to them, saw the project they were doing, it lines up perfectly with what we're already in the process, so. I think it's a good.
Great idea, and I really love the focus on an area that's such an important part of our village. I know some of the projects that we've had lingering for a long time, which predate all of us, seem really outside of what people do every day, but going for a stronger festival grounds, community building, something that we can all quickly imagine people using, I think is a great idea.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So you will go.
I was gonna say, Dan, as you're thinking about them, the other one to think or to throw in there, if you hadn't already, was I think Glenwood Cemetery. Because it's a historic cemetery, so I don't know if there's ways to wrap that in terms of the thinking about cultural historic tourism as well.
Like, be all part of the package, sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is part of our 5-10 year plan for Glenwood, might be closer to 7. Don't let Paul hear me say that.
You did say it on a recording, so just so you know.
I know. You know, I talk with a wife, so. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the ARC or the Appalachian Regional Commission for Dan? He brought back a lot of good stuff in the packet. We'll take a look at that, and I love leveraging multiple grant sources to reduce the cost to our taxpayers.
Agreed.
All right, the DRI Small Project Fund, the next meeting of the committee will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock here at the town hall. We have approximately $84,000 left to award. And I know we've got at least 2, probably 3 packets. We'll see if any more arrive. So we will be expending the remaining dollars tomorrow, one way or another, either on the new packets or going back to some that we partially funded. Does anybody have any questions about that?
Carry them, folks. Let me make the.
Yeah.
This review will give you my input.
So, let's see. New business. Approve the Homer Fire Department Field Days banner.
Make a motion that we approve the banner for the Homer Fire Department Field Days.
Okay.
Second.
All right, and the corn ducky sign will be coming down May 2nd, so there's no overlap. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard. 1 abstained because. All right. Next. Approve Homer Fire Department surplus vehicle. So you guys can see here, I'll read it for the rest of the audience. Dear Village Board members, I am requesting that the current 511 brush truck, a 1999 Ford F-350 quad cab pickup be deemed a surplus at the next board meeting. We anticipate placing our new mini pumper into service by May 1st and would like to prepare the old 511 for auction. Additionally, we request that the 350 gallon per minute pump skid mount unit located in the truck bed also be deemed surplus and auctioned as a separate unit. Right, I'll
Make a motion that we name these 2 items for the Homer Fire Department as surplus.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Liz, all right, thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, unanimous. Approve recreation surplus items. Okay. All right, we had the, Andrew, do you want to cover those? Well, oh, never mind, I got them right here. We have Was it 4, 10, how many goals do we have? Oh, that's the size. How many scores?
I think in the left column gives, or,
Was it 12?
one of the columns gives the total. I don't have that in front of me.
Okay, so we have,
12 goals and 14 nets.
okay. And then we have a roto hog power tiller. And a tow behind, why are we getting rid of the tow behind drag system? Does,
That has not been used since I've come on board. Homer Little League has their own equipment.
oh, okay,
That's, yeah, it's more of a tripping hazard than anything else.
okay. I'd entertain a motion, to approve the list here.
Make a motion that we approve the soccer goals, nets, power tiller and tow behind drag system for the Homer Recreation Program as surplus that can be sold.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard? Carried. Thanks, Andrew.
Great.
All right. A few months back, you may remember that we got visited by a First Amendment auditor. And I had some all in all, actually something that we need to look at. So we have updated our recording and admittance in non-public forums. So we're supposed to update our policy every year. We missed it, so we have updated it. And whereas the Village of Homer wishes to note restrictions of access and non-public forums to protect the security and privacy of taxpayer and employee information. Whereas the Village of Homer wishes to protect the safety of village employees, vendors, and taxpayers. Whereas the Village of Homer wishes to protect employees and taxpayers' protected data. The Village of Homer wishes to restrict access to the following non-public forums. The village clerk's office behind counter access, the village treasurer's office, the village DPW buildings, the village water sewer garage and office, the village police department, village fire department, and the village sewer pump houses. Exceptions to the policy. The only exceptions to the policy are the following. Individuals or vendors invited for business purposes, state or federal oversight agencies, or when a building or office noted is used for a public forum. The required signs will be posted noting employees only beyond this point. Responsible for the policy, the responsibility of the policy lies with the Village Board of Trustees. Each year, the policy will be reviewed annually during the organizational meeting. Compliance or questions with the policy from employees, individuals, businesses, oversight agencies, or others will be sent to the FOIL officer in writing using the FOIL form or to the alternate FOIL officer in the FOIL officer's absence. The FOIL officer is Village Clerk Dan Egner. FOIL request form can be found on the Village of Homer website under Village Forms Library or at HTTP listed below. All right. This,
Make a motion that we approve this update to the recording and admittance in non-public forum policy.
can I have a second? 2 seconds. Discussion. All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? None heard? And we'll be taking a look at that next year. All right. We already approved the charging stations. That discuss all right. So for the longest time, we had a 2 Grove Street and we had a 2 Grove Street extension. Or was it 2.5?
2 Grove Street extension.
2 Grove Street extension. Now, a lot of times what was happening was either a 911 call or mail that was supposed to go to 2 Grove Street extension, which was the DPW, would instead go to 2 Grove Street, which is a private residence.
A lot of truck parts.
Yes, a lot of truck parts, a lot of mail. And the person at 2 Grove Street was very, very kind. And until she got a 911 call at early in the morning, and it just seemed to make sense. Let's just change it. So why it wasn't done before, I have no idea, but the new address for the Village of Homer DPW is 13 North Fulton Street. I say again, the new DPW address for the Village of Homer is 13 North Fulton Street, and we don't need to vote on that.
Is that now updated on like Google Maps?
Is that what they're part of?
No, that's no.
Awesome, help with-
We'd have to check on Google Maps,
That's what
but
I thought that was part of. That's where it was. I thought.
but this came from the Cortland County house numbering system. So
Yeah.
most
It'll
likely-
get picked up it should get picked up at some point, but if not, I can always put in an edit that will
Yeah.
fix it.
So it's in the 911 system, it's and all the other things, and the county planning will propagate it where other locations.
I like to thank county planning for expediting this matter. So that was
Yeah.
very nice of them.
To emphasize what Dan said, thank you to the Cortland County Planning Department for expediting that. They were awesome. All right, informational is the Homer Fire Department LoSAP investment strategy.
What's a discussion? We, Harry Allen and I had a Zoom with RBC on the bank that the LoSAP funds are at. And we usually wait until after the first go around of payouts to discuss with the village about what do you want your investment strategy to be for those funds. We talked conservative 60-40, 40 being equities and 60 assets, and then there's 50-50, and then you can get a little more aggressive. I brought up that usually the village amongst these things would likes to be conservative, but something for the board to discuss. Don't have to necessarily decide right now. It's not imperative, but what exactly investment strategy do you want for those funds?
When we need to make a decision on this.
You can wait till the next time. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's not imperative to do right away.
All right, let's put that under old business for our next meeting.
Just wanted to get the information into your guys' hands. So.
Next up. All right, I don't know if anybody has noticed. But if you go down Wall Street. And you look across the river at the substation. There's a lot of work going on as they're taking it apart and taking it down. So I have been told that they're not looking to replace it. I have sent an email to the National Grid representative. Looking at options. And they haven't gotten back to me yet, but I've got a good contact number. And we've had some discussions on potential. So this is just for information purposes for everybody here.
We'll discuss the AFR extension.
Yeah, that's next, sorry. Oh, I totally missed that. Yeah, all right. All right, the AFR extension. So. Yeah, I went out of sequence again. Is everybody? Yeah. No. It's okay. All right. Mary Ellen is doing a bang up job getting us up to date, but she still has 1 month to close out. So we filed for an extension to the AFR. So we have until June.
No, I didn't get that.
No,
All right,
I
okay.
probably didn't get that.
Oh, that's fine. I just.
But she was proactive and filed for an extension and it was approved. So our report will now be due June 28th, 2026. So, but she's just finishing up February now, and that will close out our 2025, 2026 year. With that, we have collected 92% of our taxes. So we only have $138,484.54 left out. Those that finish paying in April will only have a 5% penalty. If you pay in May, it'll be a 6% penalty. June will be a 7% penalty. So for that remaining group, please get your payments in. Right. Okay. Fire department. So you have in front of you a apparatus proposal. This is to start the discussion, okay? So before everybody has a heart attack like I did. Um, this,
What?
we are being proactive on this. The fire department has been really good about, in the previous boards, about getting ahead of equipment and getting up to date and staying current so that we are phasing in equipment. So when we do have to replace, we don't have to replace everything at once. So this, we're looking at about 3 to 5 years out, depending upon how we want to do this, but this starts the discussion now. All right. Jay, do you want to talk us through this?
Yeah, so what you have in front of you is numbers for the next apparatus that we're looking at combining to make a more versatile fire department. You see the price tag 1.3 million. With talking with Mary Ellen, you also have the leasing company that we have a relationship with for the mini pump we're paying for. If we were to sign the mini pumper or the rescue pumper, say you signed it today, it's a 3-year build. So that would lock that price in. At that point, once the 3 years hits, the money that we are putting aside for 511 will just be shifted into another line item, and it won't be any increase in budgets as far as that goes. That's what I wanted to show you guys, is if we were to sign for this truck at some point, we can finance it just like we did with 511, and it wouldn't be any it wouldn't affect the budget in any way for an increase. So that's what the two numbers you see are there, is what we're looking at right now, real-time price. And then the leasing company, as far as different types of payment options. So that's where we're at with that.
Hey, Jay, this isn't like the mini pumper, right? When they say 3 years, this would be 3 years, not a year and a half, right?
Yeah. So that the mini pumper is a different so the one that we're looking at would be built in Ocala, and they are 3 years out, tried and true. These mini pumpers that we end up purchasing, they're a newer vehicle, so they kind of were erring on the side of caution. And I told the guy, don't ever do that to me again. He called me and said, I have good news. Your mini pumper will be ready in February. I said, that's horrible news.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to me? But nope, this is a 3 to 4 year build time. So what it would do is, with budgeting and showing that you can move the line items to the next, after that we're done paying this off, it's just going to be change the name from mini pumper to rescue pumper, same pricing, and then it kind of locks that price in because things are just going to keep getting more expensive. So I wanted to get the ball rolling and let the board see where we're at. And the cool part when I did my walkthrough with Mike and Liz was looking at my truck replacement plan when I took over as fire chief. I'm pretty much spot on as to when I took over as fire chief that I handed the board then. So it's tracking to kind of how I planned it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. It's nice when you have a plan, right?
Yeah, it works out.
All right, so this is something for everybody to look at. I know definitely want our fire department trustees, Mike and Liz, to get some time over this. Jay, thank you. And does anybody have any other discussion on this? Understanding this is just the preliminary, we're gonna do a lot more before we pull the trigger.
Yeah, I wanted to everybody have an informed decision instead of just coming and begging for money in like a year and a half.
Yeah, and it looks like I see that it says all pricing will remain valid for 30 days. So does that mean we have to then vote? Is there a specific date by which, like, if we listed our meeting schedule, or not yet?
Not yet.
I mean, we're not looking to sign it, but that, like, I'd get a new one, but that's just rough. That's not rough. That's like, what would we pay if we signed it today type thing? Just so you
Exactly.
guys have those numbers in real time. If it goes without the 30 days or 6 months from now, the numbers are going to change, but, like the price of everything else is going to keep increasing. So if we can budget for it and not increase any tax money, then that's the goal.
The good goal.
I pay taxes too, so I don't
Yep.
want to do that. So, yep.
Thanks, Jay, for keeping on top
Thank
of
you.
this.
All right, does anybody have anything else for the fire department or Jay or Doug? All right. This was informational, thank you. All right. No comments by the attorney. Comments by the board members. We'll start with our away team right now. Liz?
I do not actually have anything at the moment. So I'll turn it to Mike.
I'm
Mike?
gonna say no, because we're gonna be backing away from the gate. Thanks, though.
Okay. All right, Tim?
One thing I wanna say is, let's find out Lindsay in a split second, redo everything, she's gone whole on getting stuff, for the villages, for the beautification. She's really looking forward to adding more to the village as things go. The garden club wanna help with more flowers are being donated to other places around the village, and one of the biggest things that she talked to us about was the rock on Hooker Ave. Put flowers around that and keeping that up, looking nice too, so she's gone whole on helping beautify the community.
You done good, Tim.
That was a real good one. She made a comment in the village office and he gave me an envelope and I said, Lindsay, come here, we got just a job to do, and she just ran with it, so,
Anything else, Tim?
no, thank you.
Thank you, nothing for me.
All right, well, you guys know me. I'm not one to shy away from putting out information. A couple things. One, there's a free food giveaway that the Seven Valleys Food Rescue is doing. It's gonna be Tuesday, April 21st and Tuesday, May 26th, 12 to 6, probably, or whenever food runs out. And if you're on the Centro line, they've got a map on that too. So we'll pass that out. We'll post that. I attended the Micron Cortland Community Update. And we have a couple extra there. There. And if anybody else is interested. And what we talked about was with all the companies coming in, they're gonna be looking for locations. Working with county planning, originally they were going to beta test with the city of Cortland. And I ran Mayor Scott Steve off the road so I could get there first. And I got in. So the village, we're actually ahead on this for possible site selections on vacant or available property that businesses may need to go into. So they're still working on different things. We need to, we're talking with realtors, we're talking about different price ranges. Are they open to contacts? So this is an ongoing thing as we work through this. But we're being aggressive and we're being proactive on what's available. So the next two up will be the city and the village of McGraw. And then, so as they keep adding to this database, as these companies, and it doesn't have to be Micron, it can be any company that wants to come in and they're looking for a place that's got abundant, great water, you know, and a great location next to 81 and all these other things. That kind of puts us on the list. So the other thing too is because we are on the lower edge of the Micron area, the IDA and Planning Board created a united tri-county alliance with Cayuga and Madison to kind of give us more leverage as a group. Let's see, what else? They've also created this document which lists different businesses and organizations in the area. This is a living document. And this is important because we have quite a few village businesses that are listed on here. So that when Micron and other companies come in and they need to look for a certain service or a company or a function, that this kind of provides them the local businesses that could provide that for them. So that's been beneficial. Next up,
Hey, Pat,
So-
can I get copies of those documents?
yeah, they'll be waiting for you when you get back. I can scan the one in
Perfect.
easy. Yeah.
That's
but the
okay.
other one's a bit bigger.
I can wait till I get back. Thank you, though.
Okay. NYSEG and RG and here are hiring for seasonal customer service roles. We'll post that. And there is help for those available after the winter heating season. And I will post that as well up on our bulletin boards. So let's see, this month, April, and Liz and I have talked about this. April has been trying to focus on the electric charging station and getting that worked through and in progress. May, we are going to be looking at our media outreach, our website development, our village homepage, because a lot of these documents, yeah, we can post them up and put them in different locations, but like the village webpage, I could put this up tomorrow and I'd have new information the next day, so it doesn't stay up for very long. And I don't want people trying to dig through different files or sub-files trying to find information. So we're gonna work through that. Have any suggestions, reach out to your trustees. We have great partnerships with the radio, Homer News, Cortland Standard, but we are trying to figure out how we can get a lot of this information that we're talking about tonight out in a timely manner. I met with the chamber, had a breakfast with our Congressman Riley and Congressman Mannion the other day. I sat through on that. It was a good breakfast. Not a whole lot of positive outlook on certain things, especially when we're talking energy. I don't want to get into that right now, but we'll work on that. Town. Chief Pittman mentioned it before. The town is having their open house on the 18th, which is this Saturday, 10 to 2. It's gonna be a great time to kind of, yes, walk through and see the renovations downstairs, but also see the rest of the building. So for all our residents that either don't come up here at all, you'd be amazed at what this building is. So please come on up. Let's see. All right.
I forgot one
Yeah.
thing to mention.
Yep.
On what was it, April 7th, April 6th, whatever that Monday was. I participated in doing a panel with the League of Women Voters of Portland County. And we had focused on volunteering. It was pretty well attended. It was a good discussion, but one of the things I wanted to highlight was the United Way of Central New York has a platform that is open. Portland County is included in the United Way of Central New York. And so it's a volunteer platform. So any types of volunteer opportunities can be posted there. And so that was one thing we were discussing at the event, that more local organizations could take advantage, because it is free for local organizations to post. United Way covers the cost of maintaining the platform. And so as we think about more opportunities, that might be a good way to also promote opportunities to our local community.
Great. Thanks, Liz.
Mhm.
All right. Now, the last thing I have before we open up to questions is this is an extract from Thomas Jefferson to Edward Carrington. As perished January 16th, 1787. The basis of our governments being the opinion of the people, the very first object should be to keep that right, and were it left to me, keep that right. And were it left to me to decide whether we should have a government without newspapers or newspapers without a government, I should not hesitate a moment to prefer the latter. But I should mean that everyone should receive those papers and be capable of reading them. Sydney Lee of the Cortland Standard is leaving us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I wanted to say that thank you for being here. Thank you for reporting us to the Cortland Standard. Thank you for the residents to keep them informed. So, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you notice I said that right before I did questions to the media to try to, see if I can get a softball question. So with that, questions from the media or from online? Nothing online? Lily?
Is there any sort of like vague idea for how much the electric charging station is gonna cost?
I think we were looking at $11,000 or $11,000 to $13,000 if we were to do a full rip and replace, and it would be on us. Is that about correct, Liz?
Yeah, that was the estimates that I was looking at. We haven't officially got the estimate from EV Connect, but that was kind of the general research that when I did kind of the research online, that was about the cost.
Part of the issue too is the charging station itself. That company is out of business and the boxes are obsolete.
Oh, yeah.
So the software from EV Connect is still current, but the system itself is on borrowed time.
We would be eligible for some grant funding, but even without it, the idea of the pricing structure is that this would break even for the village within a relatively short period of time. So it's not something that our budget is subsidizing necessarily. We're getting it started, but it's gonna pay for itself.
And
Exactly.
you're still planning on like charging a fee per charge, or is it like a subscription service?
So
I was gonna say it'd be a per charge. A subscription service doesn't make sense at this point. But it would be per kilowatt hour, as most other charging stations have.
we're doing an analysis on,
Yeah.
we have a proposed that we want to start with, which is competitive for our area. But then we will use that information to determine whether or not we need to up it, lower it. We will include an idle time fee. If you don't disconnect within an hour, or what is it, after an hour?
Yeah. To make sure, if you're finishing dinner, we're not trying to push you out, right? Economic development support. But if you're sitting there for multiple hours and others can't use it, then that idle fee helps encourage turnover.
I don't have anything.
Okay. All right. With that, we do need to go into executive session, unfortunately. So in accordance with New York State Public Officers Law, Article 7, Section 105, the proposed acquisition, sale, or lease of real property. Yes, that.
Make a motion now at 7:03 that we go into exec. Pursuant to New York State Public Officers Law, Article 7, Section 105.
Motion second.
It's gonna be somewhat in the area, but I'm mostly just doing this because I have like personal stuff going on and this kind of is a big job, but yeah. Yeah, I have a job, cause I work a second job, so I'm gonna be doing that more in the area, but yeah.
So you're still gonna be in the area?
Yeah.
Well, good luck and enjoy your more regular hours.
Thank you, I appreciate it, you guys.
Exactly.
Also, wait, is the meeting officially ended yet?
No.